Hello everybody, welcome home and welcome back to Super Hydlide for the Sega Genesis. Alright, so we have finished the Sunken Temple. Now it is time for us to look into what these people were talking about. What I've also come to realize is also worth talking to some of the townspeople here. It is thought that Sarah had created a civilization more advanced than ours. Interesting. I think that might be the... So we already knew about that one. So as I mentioned in the first episode, do not break the seal. The things villagers can say change as the plot progresses. It's said that long ago in Fairyland, there once lived an aboriginal life form called Sarah. Looks like it's the old men that have these things to say. Talk about the city in the clouds. Huge columns of fire. We already knew that. We knew that. We knew that. We knew that you know nothing. We also knew that. Okay. So first thing we want to do here is we want to come here. We are no longer actually wearing our helmet, so we can sell the one we have. And we can also need to make sure I buy a couple of rations. At that awesome good guy discount. How's our weight capacity? We can hold another 34 and change. Let's head to the bank and put some money away. We are earning some interest on our cashola. Not a ton, but some. We'll deposit 20 grand. And I think that's all we need to do. I think so. All right, so we learned a little bit more about the lore of Fairyland. I must visit the grave of my ancestors. Okay. Is that a clue towards the Subterranean City? Not sure. So it did say, so there's something about a crack. I learned all about the crack in the ground and the fire in the opening credit sequence. But now we need to go find it for ourselves. So we're now wandering a lush green organic landscape in a spacesuit. That makes sense, right? Our moral fiber is still top shelf. And we'll go back to the crack in the earth that I showed you before I almost starved to death. So here is a gigantic fissure in the ground. Normally, if you come here and you're not wearing the spacesuit and you try to explore it, you just straight up die. But we are well equipped for it this time. So we'll wander in to the fissure, and suddenly we're in space, and we have the same theme music as the Sunken Temple. So space, I did a little bit of reading on this area of the game. Space is actually quite large. It's actually about 30 screens in every direction. So if you come here, you come here with a spacesuit, you won't die. You come here without the space compass, you won't advance, basically. So space compass is very simple to use. All you need to do is, once you get here, you can come into your inventory and you use it, and it gives you a little graphic there. So this is telling you that the spaceship that you're looking for is down and to the right, and that means down and to the right to any varying degrees. So I have found the simplest way to do this is you simply walk down or right, and you keep checking your compass periodically until it tells you a definitive direction, either right or down. Once it tells you a definitive direction, there's no more need for going the other direction. So we're just gonna head down. I'm actually gonna turn it on to fast. We have these new enemies here as well, little sword wielders, the Garbas. We saw the blobs in the Sunken Temple, but we're not terribly interested in them. There's once we get to the spaceship, there's actually a decent things you can use for grinding. But so we're just gonna head south, and we'll check the compass periodically. I probably should have actually come here, slept and then come here. We'll see. Okay, so it's still some varying degree of southeast of us. We need to keep going south until it is directly east of us. excuse me, pardon me, 8. Maybe a little bit tedious, but it's not terrible. But there is literally nothing else in space except for the spaceship. And by space, I mean, you know, the center of the Earth, basically. Okay, so we went a bit too far. So now we'll try here. Nope, we went 2 screens too far. Dang it. Okay, it is due east. So now we just walk to the right until we find it. Yeah, we should have come here first thing in the morning, not 11 o'clock. This is actually a lot farther than I remember it ever being, but... Luckily, the spaceship is only actually one giant floor. There's not multiple floors to explore. So, as long as we have food... Here it is. So we have food. So long as we get home before we die of fatigue, we'll be okay. Alright, let's head in. We have a number of things we need to accomplish in here. And a lot of plot to progress. So I believe those penguin-looking things are what are called Sarahs. And we do not... Those are ones we do not want to kill. We can kill these guys with impunity. I'm just gonna leave. I think, are these the ones? No, these are geysers. Okay, these guys are brutal. We can kill them also with impunity. Yeah, the peaceful-looking penguin things can be left alone. So this is where the plot gets progressed. So we'll head here first. The computer memory bank. Thank you for coming to save us, but it's too late. We've almost transformed completely into monsters. It is the work of Kaizak. Only he has such power. Kaizak holds the key to Fairyland's future. We believe he exists in the first dimension, coexisting with the normal world. You must destroy him soon, or else everything will be lost. To go to the first dimension, you must first transform your body. To transform your body, you will need a special talisman, which is hidden in the Cave of the Dead. Deep within the cave, you will find a place with ancient ruins carved into the wall. Walk south 7 steps and west 4 steps. You shall find it there. I believe that's the only... Yeah, that's the only entry. Okay, so we've learned about how we can save this world. This guy needs to knock his business off. We need to go find Kaizak and defeat him. This guy's a nightmare. Okay, there are 2 items we must get here. Yeesh. This is the first one. At this point in the game, I'm pretty sure just about all chests are booby-trapped. So we need the horn. Very key. Nothing but Sarahs here. They can leave them alone. We'll eat lunch in a few minutes here. Do I want to go up here? I think I do. Sure. Okay. Because I believe over here, there it is. No, that's a longbow, which is a good range weapon, but we really don't need it. So get it at your own risk. What we want is that over there. We want the fairy-made helmet. Best helmet in the whole game. How over capacity are we? Just a little bit. What if the money changer saves us there? It sure did. So that's where it comes in major handy. So we can't even use the whole helmet yet because we have a space helmet on. And I'm trying to remember where I get the next armor. do not recall. Okay, that's all right. We're pretty much done here. So I was reading just learning more about the game, and you can always cast move to leave here with no problems. But it did say that there are actually escape pods here that will take you back to the Sunken Temple, which I didn't know about. So we're going to look into that. We got a little bit of time to work with. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I think that's what these things are to the left. Stop hitting me with stuff. Go away. This thing? I think that's what this is. I'm correct. Ah, okay, that's what this is. This is a transporter. Okay. Well, I mean, that lets you walk home if you want to, but I don't want to. Because we transport to the end of the Sunken Temple, which we have no interest in doing. Or we have no interest in walking home from there. So we're going to head to the Subterranean City. And we're going to have ourselves a little snooze. I'm going to have a sip of my last cup of coffee for the day. Oh. I'm also going to hit yes to the innkeeper. All right. We still have a lamp. We need... Oh, I meant to sell the ampule of antitoxin. We don't need that anymore. When did we get that? So fake medicine is huge. We do not use this right away. Fake medicine casts invincibility on you. And I'm pretty sure that maybe it's the geysers that drop them in the spaceship. Yeah, if you ever get your hands on a fake medicine, absolutely don't let it go. We need to get our hands on some oil. So we're gonna quickly move to the Heavenly City. Because I should have gone here first. I just forgot that we were out of oil. But luckily we can go see our buddy Herb and get as many magic restoring items as we wish. Head to the general store. We're gonna buy ourselves a flask of super oil. And I'm gonna buy 2. We can also sell that ampule of antitoxin. We don't need it anymore. It's just taking up space and weight. Everything else, I think we're gonna hang on to. All right, so now we're gonna head back. And I think we're just gonna, well, let's see what else can we do here. So we need to go back to the warehouse, the Cave of the Dead, which we have been to before. I'm not sure if we actually refer to it as such, but it's the subterranean warehouse cave that had the dragon in it. So we're gonna head back over here. Still in our spacesuit because we don't have a better option for armor at the moment, but it won't be long before we get that. I'm pretty sure. I need to, but I'm not certain of that. Between episodes, I'm gonna have to check that out. Remind myself where we got it. Put my hand. Okay. I don't distinctly remember if we actually checked this out or not, because it's much easier to explore these caves when you have the flash spell. It's much more tedious to explore these caves when all you have is a lamp and oil. Turn fast off. Gotta remember also to not kill the white ghosts looking things. So as soon as you come back in the cave, you head to the left. Go away, Dark Eye, here. And you keep going left. Yes, there it is. Go left a couple of screens, and you come up to right in the corner here. And you walk towards the wall. These are ancient ruins, but I can't make them out. So then you head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sound. Oops! I almost lost my moral fiber there. The sound hits, and you get a time door talisman. Hope I didn't lose. No. So we attacked that ghast or phantom, but we didn't kill it, so we didn't lose any moral score. And that's all we get here. So that's all we use the oil for. Go away. So we got the time door talisman, which is the most important thing we needed. All right, so now what we need to do, now that we have a little bit more things in our inventory, we head back to the City of the Woods. We have a few more people we can talk, or people are a little more loose-lipped now. It is said that the city of illusion is at the center of the first dimension. Interesting. And is that the only person that changes what she says? Probably. Yeah. Do not break the seal. Yeah. Can we go up a level? We most certainly can. Probably. Well, not two. We definitely can go up one, though. Use a weapon suited to your strength. Thanks for the tip. You won't be able to walk if you carry too many things. Okay, first let's go up a level, which will refill all of our stuff as well. $11,250. Yep, we knew that. We knew about the city in the clouds. He's worried about our future. Don't worry, man, I gotcha. It is said that on the far edges of Fairyland, there exists a door to all dimensions. Interesting. All right, how's our carrying capacity? Pretty close to full. Are we carrying anything that we don't need to be carrying? I don't think so. The space compass is now useless. So we can. So is the space suit, except for the fact that it's our only armor right now. So we can. And the. I'm quite certain. Let's just go. Make sure, for context's sake, I'm quite certain that the general store guys will not buy stuff they've never heard of before, which includes the compass and the space suit. But let's try and sell it anyway. Yes, we don't carry that, so we can't sell that stuff. We also don't need it, so we can just drop it. We definitely don't need the space compass because we now can transport between the if we need to go back there for any reason, we can go back to the Sunken Temple, and use that space, or the escape pod transport type thing. Do I want to end the episode here or show you the next quick part here? I think we'll show you that. I'll do a little bit longer. Well, a little bit longer than I expected to. All right. So we have the Time Door Talisman. I think we just put it on, don't we? It looks like a crystal. So I'm pretty sure we covered this in an earlier episode. If we didn't, I apologize, but I think we did. So we head back to the northeast a little bit. Kind of southeast of the Subterranean City, which would have made sense just going there. And you do some exploring. And eventually, if I can find it, you come across this little doohickey up here. If you go in this, I'm trying to remember, I should have watched my previous footage, but I'm pretty sure I showed you what this does if you don't have the Time Door Talisman. It basically, you wander to here, it basically just sends you to different parts of the world map. It sends you to some places that are like little islands in the river that you can't actually access otherwise and don't do anything else. Eventually it spits you out just northwest of the City of the Woods by where you got the money changer at the beginning of the game. But if you do have the Time Door Talisman, it sends you to the first dimension with a new soundtrack and new enemies. I'm 95% sure that we can kill these slimes with impunity, but I want to double check. Yes, we can, okay. The tree spirits you still cannot, so do not touch those guys. And these whites are very dangerous as well, and have so much health, it's insane. So much, I'm going to show you all about it. So you come up here, just try and avoid them. Oh my god, you're gonna die. Not antidote. Go away. Like, this is how much life they have. And they don't even give you that much stuff either. I instantly, not regret, but I'm trying to do a long play here, and there's something I need to figure out. Okay, I'm just thinking here. Nope, I want to figure it out, and I want to show you. So I'm going to call the episode here on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and then I'll show you what we do here in the first dimension at the beginning of our next episode. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing. Still love this game. It's great. It's a good game. I said I would never say it's a great game. It's not a great game. It's a good game. It's a fun game. It's a quirky game. But I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And as always, be kind, be strong, and be awesome. Take care of yourself out there.